We have a bunch of stories here for this one, and we're just going to go ahead and find a common through line on this, see if you're going to be able to pick up on it. So first and foremost, we have the CDC playing fast and loose once again with the definition of words. Fully vaccinated? Who really knows what that means, right? What does it mean for somebody to be fully vaccinated? Don't know. It could change in the future. And that's according to Rochelle Walensky. What is this, 3 days in a fucking row? We got to talk about this dumbass. The director for the Center of Disease Control and Prevention on Friday suggested that the definition of what constitutes being fully vaccinated may change as boosters become more commonplace. Oh no, man, we're not going to do boosters or anything. Oh, what's that? Pfizer pretty much owns everything. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and have boosters for everyone. And don't worry, guys. The rest of you, mix and match. It doesn't matter what you had your first time around. Fucking whatever you can grab, just stick it in your arm. That'll be fun. That's why it's really, really hard to just, kind of have fun with a video segment, strap on the old tinfoil hat, because everything's just obviously going down the fucking same path of insanity. So all you got to do is just have a little bit of basic pattern recognition, and you can just forecast this shit out into the future a few months, or I guess days in this account. For now, in order to meet the CDC's criteria for being fully vaccinated, imagine being that loser who thinks that, oh, I need to please the CDC, I need to get fully vaccinated, but what does that mean? Ugh. One has to have 2 shots of either the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine and 1 dose of Johnson & Johnson, which Fauci said, oh, it should have been 2 to begin with. It's like, oh, okay, cool. We'll get to him in a moment. Don't worry about it. We have not yet changed the definition of fully vaccinated. Okay. We will continue to look at this. We may need to update our definition of fully vaccinated in the future. Yeah, the checks haven't cleared yet. Director Rochelle Walensky, told reporters in response to the questions whether the fully vaccinated status one day will be imperiled by those who receive... for those who have received 2 shots of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine or one of the Johnson & Johnson jab. If you're eligible for a booster, go ahead and get the booster, and we will continue to follow. So what are you going to be, like, super vaccinated? Is that like a different variant of being vaccinated right now until they change the terms? Okay, cool. Oh, well, it's not like a big public health conglomerate to lie to anybody like that. And it's like, oh, you're going to be fully vaccinated until we tell you that you aren't, and then you're going to have to once again, just appeal to all of us and appease our rampant egos in this situation. What a great place to pause that video. But what about the NIH? And what about Fauci himself? Yeah, this is a big one, okay? This is like a super fucking big one. And I hope and I pray to God, because we need some good news here lately. I hope this takes Fauci down. I really do. I want his scalp up on the wall, metaphorically speaking, of course, because we're on humorless YouTube. NIH admits a U.S.-funded gain-of-function in Wuhan. What is this? This is October. Didn't we get those emails like months ago at this point? But, oh, okay, cool. Despite Fauci's denials. Yeah, who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe Fauci, who's been honest and open with all of his thoughts and opinions throughout the past 20 months? Or are you going to believe the National Health Board that he works for? Uh-oh. The National Institute of Health has stunningly admitted that gain-of-function research on bat coronaviruses and China's Wuhan lab, despite Dr. Fauci's repeatedly insisting to Congress that no such thing happened. In a letter to Representative James Comer, on Wednesday, a top NIH official blamed EcoHealth Alliance. Oh yeah, it's not us. It's just our proxy group that we paid and funded. The New York City-based nonprofit that has funneled U.S. funds to the Wuhan lab, they caught on to us for not being transparent about the work that they were doing. NIH Deputy Director Lawrence A. Tabak wrote in a letter that EcoHealth's limited experiment tested whether spike proteins from naturally occurring bat coronaviruses circulated in China were capable of binding to human ACE2 receptors in a mouse model. Okay, again, this is very interesting information to have, but should have just been upfront and honest about this. Might have been able to, get to the bottom of this virus a lot quicker if you guys just would have fessed up to this shit. The lab mice infected with the modified virus became sicker than those who were given the unmodified virus, according to Tabak. Okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense, but okay, let's continue. As sometimes occurs in science, this was an unexpected result of the research, as opposed to something that researchers set out to do. Gain-of-function research refers to viruses being taken from animals before they are genetically altered in a lab to make them more transmissible to humans. The admission from the NIH official directly contradicts Fauci's testimony to Congress. Somebody should be going to jail, because he's not just lying to Congress. That's a perjury. Back in May and July. Oh, multiple counts of perjury. Oh, yay. Good. When he denied that the U.S. had funded a gain-of-function projects in Wuhan. Yes, vehemently, multiply. Fauci had repeatedly clashed with Republican senators, including very notably front and center Rand Paul of Kentucky, who have accused him of lying about the gain-of-function research. Chalk one up for the Randster. Paul erupted on Twitter following the emergence of NIH letters saying, "I told you so, I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you." But it doesn't even begin to cover it here. That's fair. DWAC, who did not use the term gain of function in his letter, but alluded to it. What did he say? The acquisition of function? I don't really care. As I said, EcoHealth, which is run by British scientist Peter Daszak, nice, failed to comply with the terms of the grant, which required it to report immediately a 1 log increase in growth. EcoHealth failed to report this finding right away, as was required by the terms of the grant. EcoHealth is being notified that they have 5 days from today to submit to the NIH any and all unpublished data from the experiments and work conducted under this award. Oh yeah, I bet you all of those records right now are probably, I don't know, they're very easy to read right now, mostly because the room that they're being kept in is extra bright because of the fire. Fauci lied, people died, and what's going to happen to him? No word on it yet. This story broke like late Wednesday night. Still no word. Still no word on that one. But you know, it's just going to get swept under the rug by the administration. You guys already know this because, well, I guess maybe old Pete'ster here, he's been out on paternity leave for too long and he's a little rusty on what he should be saying out loud and what he should be keeping quiet. But yeah, he pretty much admitted the plan. There will be supply issues as long as there's a pandemic. That includes COVID problems in other countries. And they continue to go on. We're not going to read the rest of this because Pete Buttigieg makes me physically ill. The only way to get rid of the pandemic, according to them, is for everybody to get jabbed. So if there's unvaccinated people anywhere and the pandemic still subsists, he doesn't have to do his job. It's not like he is anyways, or a cabal of people in the transportation department are actually doing it. They didn't appoint anybody to fill his role, and nobody could. Well, nobody wanted to sit on his chair because it has that big rubber fist affixed to the seat. But it's just another excuse to slow everything down. And that we can do that thing. The word is escaping me right now. You know, on old video game consoles, you have the power button, and then you have another button that's right beside it. It's a little bit greater than the other one. I can't quite remember. You know, I'm not really good with terms. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at the old Trumpster and his social media platform that he just launched. And it was going to go public. And it was worth $1.7 billion, I think was the number that was reported. And stock market was booming. DWAC was through the roof. Somebody left a comment on that video there. They made a killing. Fucking big ups to you, my dude. That's awesome to hear. Shares of former President Donald Trump's Digital World Acquisitions Corporation, a blank check firm that is taking his proposed social media platform public, spiked on Friday after a huge rally the day before. Trading in Digital World Acquisition Corp, DWAC, was halted on Friday. What? Due to volatility several times. Oh my God, did we hear anything of that happening, say, in like January? It's like, oh my God, the peasants are starting to make money, and you're going to see some old players reemerge in this story as well. During Friday's morning trading, after it skyrocketed 216, oh man, I wish it was 316%. What? At one point. On Thursday, the stock surged over 300%. Oh, did it get to it? To close at $35.54. Significant trading volume and volatility. So it probably should have been a lot higher than that. But imagine that. All of those Wall Street insiders who overwhelmingly funded Democratic campaigns, halted the stock a few different times on Friday. Wow, what a coincidence. There is speculation that small retail investors may be behind WAC's surge. No shit. You don't fucking say, okay? It's Trump doing something that people can make money off of. Of course it's going to be a bunch of shitlords doing it. What the fuck did you expect? As the stock trended all day on Twitter. Oh, okay, I didn't see that or anything, but I wasn't really paying that close of attention. And was heavily referenced on the Wall Street Bets subreddit. You betcha. The same forum that was mostly behind the meteoric spike in so-called meme stocks. And guess what? DWAC's turned into one of those. But it's a little bit of a different situation here, because there's no shorts on this one. Not that I'm aware of. But then again, I'm not a financial expert. This just seems like a completely different scenario. It's just everybody's here, but they're all using different apparatuses to make the same amount of money. On Friday morning, several top posts on Wall Street Bets referenced WAC. Oh, DWAC. I know I'm forgetting the letter. Trump and former president's border wall. Sweet. Oh, so they got a new one for Diamond Hands. Thank you, Donald Trump. A WAC $17,000 profit yesterday. Fucking A. That's awesome. DWAC was the most actively traded stock on Thursday on the Fidelity platform. How did it trade on Robinhood? And continued to be the top traded stock on Friday. More than 11 million shares were traded. Holy fuck, on Thursday, up from about 3,800 trades on Wednesday. The new firm has stated that its mission is to create a rival to the liberal media consortium. And the consortium was me. That's a little bit more of a niche reference. And fight back against the big tech companies of Silicon Valley, which have used their unilateral power to silence opposing voices in America. Wow. And then the stock trading got paused a couple of times. Wow. It's almost like that that platform is very much needed. Okay, cool. So have you guys figured out the common theme throughout this so far? Because you probably will here. Okay. Common theme is a shot. Yeah, this one sucks, but it could... Okay, this is going to sound bad, but to take it in the proper context, this is Alec Baldwin. He is a massive bag of shit. He is like bizarro Mel Gibson. I was going to say Mel Brooks, but that would be totally different. Somebody that Mel Gibson would definitely be ranting and raving against. Just kidding. Or am I? No, Alec Baldwin is fucking nuts, okay? He has the worst case of TDS that I have ever seen, okay? It's close between him and Alyssa Milano, but I don't think Alyssa Milano's actually killed somebody. But who knows what she hides behind those protected tweets. Alec Baldwin issues first public response after firing prop gun. He fired a gun at a woman. Is what? Accidental manslaughter, reckless use of a fire. Like, there's a litany of charges because this killed somebody, and then it also injured the director as well. So he should be in jail, okay? He should be living by his own words on this one. All the insurrectionist terrorists should serve their sentences in Angola, Rikers, some horrible shithole prison. Make some special arrangements, you know, to really open their eyes. And this was sent out, what, October 18th, 2021? Ooh, that aged like milk on a radiator. Hope nothing bad happens to you in the next few days. But actor Alec Baldwin issued his first public response on Friday after he fatally shot a crew member, a videographer, or cinematographer, sorry, use the proper terminology. I don't know how that would happen, but I was just trying to theorize different ways that it could have happened. Like, he was trying to fire the gun because this is from, I think, yeah, Rust, okay. It's a new Western that's going to be out there, which is a good, okay, even just putting Alec Baldwin's insanity aside, and who knows if this production's going to get finished anyways. I'm sure that there's probably a lot of money behind it, so it probably will, but, like, Alec Baldwin's a really, really good actor. He's just fucking insane. In a new Western, it's like, that probably could have been really good, but he could also be going to jail, so who knows if this is ever going to see the light of day. Officials confirmed that Halyna Hutchins, okay, the 42-year-old director of photography, Yeah, on the film, Rust was pronounced dead after being airlifted to the University of Mexico hospital. Joel Souza, the film's director, was injured in the incident. Jesus Christ, he's got quite a good kill-death ratio there. He's got fucking 2 for 1. Like, Jesus. There are no words to convey my shock and sadness. I should probably be reading this through a answering machine speaker filter. There's another reference for you. And sadness regarding the tragic accident that took the life of Halyna Hutchins, a wife, a mother. Oh, yeah, murder, and you just deprived somebody's kid of a mother. You're literally worse than anybody who was out there on January 6th, with the exception of Michael Bird. And you're probably going to get the same treatment. This is so fucked. And deeply admired colleague of ours. I'm fully cooperating with the police investigation to address how this tragedy occurred. You pulled the trigger and you killed her. And I'm in touch with her husband, offering to sign anything that he wants. I just, don't be too much of a burden. Here's my phone number. Offering my support to him and his family. You just killed his wife. Why the fuck would he want anything from you other than all of your money? My heart is broken for her husband, their son, and all who knew and loved Halyna. Wow. You know what's hilarious? He didn't apologize for anything in that. Not even any of his actions. Clearly he knows that charges could be coming. The actor, recently known for his portrayal of President Donald Trump, other than looking the part, his impression was fucking the drizzling shits, okay? But yeah, after that heartfelt statement, like, what kind of a monster would post that kind of stuff? Oh my god, can you believe it? That was from January 13th, by the way. Don't get any fucking assertions. But actually, we got a little bit of a development in this one. The prop gun fired by Alec Baldwin in fatal shooting contained a live round. So it was a real gun with a real bullet in the chamber, and he fucking capped her. Okay. Still, he was the one who pulled the trigger and killed her. So there's a bunch of people that should be going away for this one. The prop gun, it's not a prop gun at this point, okay? It fired a live round, okay? Because if that's the standard we're going to be using going forward, I guess cartels run with prop guns used in an accidental shooting that killed. Okay, that's actually fair, but this murderer needs to be brought to justice. A cinematographer on the upcoming movie Rust and wounded the director reportedly contained a live round. Huh. A union that covers prop masters sent an email to its members Friday morning in which it said a single live round was accidentally fired on set by the principal actor. Okay, because Baldwin's another one of those big pro-gun control people. Why the fuck were there live rounds in the prop department? That just seems weird as well. Maybe this bitch owed some people some money. Anthony Pawlik, Secretary-Treasurer of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, Local 44, head of the union. Let's see where he goes on this one. Wrote that the bullet struck both the director of photography. How fucking big was this round? My God. And what kind of a gun was he using if it went through a bitch and then it went into the director as well? Local 600 member Halyna Hutchins and Director Joel Souza, the site reported. Local 44 has confirmed that the props, set decorations, special effects, and everything just needed to get dry cleaned because there was so much blood. And construction departments were staffed by New Mexico crew members. Okay. What, are you going to try to blame them for this? There were no Local 44 members on the call sheet. They're just trying to cover their ass. I understand. I get it. So sad that Felicia Day got capped. On Thursday night, the International Cinematographers Guild said in a statement, "We received the devastating news this evening that one of our members, Halyna Hutchins, the director of photography on a production called Rust in New Mexico, died from injuries sustained on the set. She was shot. She was shot and killed, you fucking pussies." Just say it. What is it? Because somebody's famous and he's on your political side? You guys are running this type of politically correct word warfare? Details are unclear at this moment. No, again, pulled back the hammer, pulled the trigger, and the fucking bullet went right out. I think it's pretty cut and dry. I probably didn't use the right terms, but, you get the point. Real gun guys would freak out. But we are working to learn more, and we support a full investigation into this tragic event. You guys know who did it. I'd assume the cameras were rolling, so you probably have the evidence. Why isn't Baldwin in handcuffs? Hey, he just killed somebody. Sousa's reps confirmed a deadline. Really? Couldn't get comment from a different website. On Friday morning that the 48-year-old filmmaker was released from Christus St. Vincent Regional Medical Center in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah, fucking what a problem this is gonna cause. It's like you gotta cast a new star, you gotta find a new not videographer, cinematographer. This is really tough stuff. Oh, okay. In all my years, I've never been handed a hot gun. The actor allegedly kept saying he's played cops multiple fucking times. Okay, shouldn't you be able to feel the difference? It's like, okay, one of these things is a lot heavier than what I'm normally used to. But what, you're just on autopilot at that point? But yeah, man, even though, in all seriousness, guys, this is not getting covered properly by mainstream media. Just reading these statements, the fact that they're running such cover and such distraction from an obvious fucking shooting by Alec Baldwin is very disturbing. It's like, this guy's famous, this guy has the right politics, so we're gonna go ahead and fucking stand him right into the ground. There's no two ways about it. He should be going to jail for this. And normally that's where I'd wrap it up, but I seen something when I was also doing some research here today, and if I seen it, everybody else has to.
I have a motto. I eat and drink no for breakfast. Don't hear it.
Oh, enjoy your weekend. Thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.